Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. Today's video we're going to talk getting started with Age of Sigmar Warcry, and today we're taking a look at the Maggotkin of Nurgle, and in particular the Daemons. Now, like all the major four Chaos God factions in Warcry, the Maggotkin of Nurgle are split into Demons and Mortals. So, with this video, we're going to look through the rules of the Maggotkin of Nurgle briefly, talk a little bit about how they function on the tabletop, and then look at a couple of units we recommend to get started with for the faction, before looking at some other units to expand upon after those initial purchases. Finally, we'll finish off the video with a little sample warband of 1000 renown for you to use as some inspiration for creating your own Maggotkin of Nurgle Demons warband for Warcry. Now, before we get into talking about the faction, you can find the Warcry core rules and the rules for this warband and many others on warhammercommunity.com, free to download. Simply go on over to the website, go to the download section, and underneath the Warcry header, you'll find all the rules you need to play. Now, the Maggotkin of Nurgle are a resilient force. They've got a pretty good average toughness over the force, and they also have some good combat abilities that can increase your damage output and some out of phase, out of activation damage dealing abilities as well. You've actually got a cool reaction as well that allows you to reduce the damage of successful incoming hits and critical hits by 1, which is really nice. This just stops the damage going through on your already pretty tough fighters. Now, to get started with, the Spoilpox Scrivener, I think, is where I like to start with my Maggotkin of Nurgle Demons. For me, the 22 wounds and toughness 4 slightly puts him above the other different leader options. 2 attacks at strength 5 is also really nice, and 3/5 on the damage as well. Now, the Spoilpox Scrivener has a cool ability called Grandfather's Blessing and Disgusting Sneeze, so you actually got access to a couple of different triples. The Grandfather's Blessing, until the end of the battle round, you add one to the strength characteristic of melee attack actions made by visible friendly fighters while they're within 7 inch of him, and then Disgusting Sneeze allows you to pick a visible enemy fighter within 7 inch and roll a number of dice equal to the value of this ability, and for each 2 plus you allocate a damage point to them. So a couple of cool different abilities. Now, alongside this model, definitely Plague Bearers are the place to go to start. The Plague Bearers are a solid option. 50 renown only gets you 4 toughness and 10 wounds. 3 attacks at strength 3 and 1 for on the damage isn't too fantastic, but for 50 renown they are dirt cheap. They've also got the Disgusting Resilient, where for each 3 plus you roll a number of dice equal to the value of a double, and on the 3 pluses you remove a damage point to them, can make them pretty hardy little fighters. You've generally got a really good solid core of fighters with them. Looking at where to go next though, and for me the Beasts of Nurgle are a really fun option. Toughness 4 and 30 wounds, these things will take a bit of killing. 4 attacks at strength 4, 2/4 on the damage is nice as well. And they are a beast rune marked and have got their own double called Acidic Slime Trail, where you pick a visible enemy fighter within 1 inch. This fighter makes a bonus disengage action, then allocates a number of damage points equal to the value of this ability to that fighter. So pretty cool stuff, you know, being able to make disengages and do damage is a really cool and nice ability. The Plague Drones are another option. Once again, toughness 4 and 30 wounds, 4 attacks at strength 4 and 2/4 on the damage. They've got their Cloud of Flyers ability, where until the end of the battle range you subtract 1 from the attacks characteristic of attack actions that target them. So they can be, once again, just a really tough thing, and they can also use the double for Disgusting Resilient like the Plague Bearers. This can be a really hard to take down fighter. Looking at the other 2 options for heroes for the faction, we have the Poxbringer, who I do like, thanks to his ranged attack. 3 to 7 inch range, 2 attacks at strength 3, 3/6 on the damage. It's not that great, but it does give you the only option for an actual ranged attack without having used abilities in the faction. So for that reason, I think he's pretty solid. The Sloppity Bilebarber is our other option for a fighter, and he has his own special ability for a double called Jolly Gut Pipes, where until the end of the battle round you add 1 to the move characteristic of friendly fighters whilst they're within 7 inch of him, which is pretty cool considering most of your fighters are pretty slow at 3 or 4 and even 6 for your flying fighters like the Plague Drones. And so here we have our sample warband for the faction. For heroes, we've gone for all three of the different heroes. We've got the Spoilpot Scrivener, who's going to be our champion. We've also got the Poxbringer and the Sloppity Bilepiper. I think all of them definitely bring something different, and they all are that little bit more fighty than a lot of our other fighters. Bringing, 4 attacks at strength 4 with the Poxbringer, another 3 attacks at strength 4 and 2/4 on the damage if you're going with the Sloppity Bilepiper. And the Poxbringer with that an all-important strength 5, the only way we're going to get it in the faction. Fighter-wise, we've got 5 Plague Bearers. These are just so good for their renown cost. For me, they're going to be grabbing objectives, carrying treasure for the faction. They are just a really, really solid unit to bring to the table. We're going to have a Beast of Nurgle and a Plague Drone. These are going to be adding a lot of wounds to the faction and can generally do a little bit of damage. I really like the Beast of Nurgle as a good offensive piece, being able to retreat out and disengage and do some damage as well with its ability. Now, we've spent 1,000 out of 1,000 renown, and 10 activations is pretty good. We've also got 172 wounds on the table, which is just insane when you consider we have healing, we have a high average toughness. This is just a lot of wounds, well above the average of that 120 to 140 range. If you've been playing with the Maggotkin of Nurgle Daemons in Warcry, let us know how you've been going and what you would do with the faction down in the comments below. And so that is the end of the video. We hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our cool little community here at Sinful Gaming, you can do so in our Discord server, which is linked down in the video's description. If you'd like to help support the channel, you can do so either by joining our Patreon or YouTube members, both of which are linked in the video's description, or going over to our channel merch store and grabbing some channel merch for yourself. We'd like to give our Patreons and YouTube members a special shout out for helping support the channel and allowing us to keep doing what we're doing. So a special thank you to our Patreons, Christian Weir, Soren, Kenny Lowe, Outer and Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising 8, Cure Dynamic, Anthony B, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, Derek and Bloobs, and to our YouTube members as well, Green Roots Gaming, Kenton Young, Ronya, Lock Lorick, The Johnny 84, David Ellsworth, Wolfric Nick, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Revenar, Pink Nico Fire, Robin Mankiller, Monty's Tabletop Terrain, John Castle and Davis Weir. And a special thank you to Lady Witchfox at the end here, because she does all the amazing artwork for the channel. It looks stunning. With that said, thank you all for watching once again. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.